Hi, Gemini. It's Michelle from the Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. So let's jump into your read for the second half of July. This is going to be you and who. So this is going to focus on love. That who could be friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, a person of interest, or even one side of a situation or another if you don't have love on the brain or something of the sort. So just note that, all right? Let's jump into this. We're going to pull an activation card just like we did at the first half of the month. And that way you can compare, to see if it's the same card or something different that will actually help you provide more insights, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at what might want to come out for you in the second half of July. What's going on for Gemini? Let's take a look at what's going on for Gemini. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. Nice. Ooh. This is authority. Okay. Now, this is about, kind of having power over your emotions or just power within a situation. Okay. This is about you really kind of stepping in and taking power of, or just ownership of who you are. Right. And it's interesting that this is coming up right now because this is all about an opportunity for you to step into that powerful you. Right. And, it's being powerful, but it's not from an ego standpoint. It's also being balanced with being very wise and being very loving as well, that type of thing too. This is not about being dominant over a situation in a love situation or whatever that case may be. This is really balancing things out a little bit. Like it's like a new form of authority that you've actually that is kind of brewing up within you, if it hasn't already been there. But it's about trust. It's about creation. It is about inspiration, which is very different from like the ego side of things, which is demand, power, and kind of that type of thing, which is really to really kind of I don't know, scares people, but it kind of like is like this. It's like authority is definitely about power, but the true authority is about the maturity to know that there is a balance, through inner power or within your experience, and in your inner balance and your wisdom, all that, because that kind of power of wisdom, that kind of power of experience all comes from within. It doesn't come from the outside. It comes from within first, right? So it's kind of coming from the inside out, and that is your authority, not on the outside in, right? So there's a very big difference in this, and this reminds us that our true authority comes from the inside out. Our experience, our wisdom, the things that we've gone through, that we've developed some sort of knowledge base, right, from. So it's not to scare anyone, but this is really deeply rooted in your source on whatever that is to you, and you look for guidance in something higher than yourself, whatever that is for you. Okay, so that's what seems to be coming through. So there's some sort of authority. Now, it could be in terms of a relationship or situation, right? And it could be, why don't I get for some of you, it could be feminine energy. I don't know why I'm getting that, but for some of you, you might resonate with that, because it is about focusing on the power of using your emotions. Right? It's the power of that feminine energy with you. And it doesn't matter what sex that you are, we all have that masculine and feminine energy within us, right? And sometimes we tap into one versus the other. What we don't want to do is shut one off versus the other, right? Because it's about, really acknowledging both and the synchronicities that both can play in our life to bring us to our higher self, right? And that is really what's coming out. So the authority, it's funny because it's a number 10 and it's coming to fruition. So this is about taking authority of your life for some of you, but it also could be love life. Okay, so let's take a look at another card. I do want to pull out an oracle card. Let me put this aside here, and this, I don't know where to put. I'll put this over here so I can see the card. Okay. Stay there. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at something else that wants to come out from the other cards that I have here and see what this looks like. See how this plays with the authority card. Ooh, the Matrix. Very, very good. You might feel that you're kind of in this Matrix right now for some of you. You really could. Leave it to Gemini to always have like the cool, really to kind of have like the cool cards, the cool cosmic cards. You always get those, and I just love it. I really like it. This is really about, telling you that maybe you're trying to figure out like why is something happening within your life or within your love life, right? And this card comes out to saying it's all a part of the matrix, right? It's all a part of the process. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and maybe you just like have, and you only got like one little piece to it, and you're like, I don't know how this is really going to come together. Just know that there is a bigger picture here, right? There is a bigger universe at hand that has a hand in this, right? And not just the physical plane, there's different dimensions, and that's what this is talking about. That like the logic mind cannot see this, but just know that there is a bigger picture here. And it's not possible for you to see at this time. You just need to know and to trust the process. And what you need to do right now is act in love. This is going to be your biggest key right now. Act in love in the process, and then ultimately you're going to discover that whatever is happening has been an ultimate blessing for you. Okay, and that's what is key. So really have patience. You're going to look back on this time, is what this card really talks about, and you're going to be forever thankful and grateful. Okay, and for what exactly is occurring now in this moment. Okay, so note that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this aside for now. Just surrender to love, I think, is going to be the biggest thing for you right now. Let's put that aside, and let's go ahead and take a look at the main deck and then pull out the cards for that. So let's take a look at the present moment where Gemini is at right now. Okay, let's take a look at where you're at right now. All right, so where's Gemini's second half of July? What do we have? Ooh, I like seeing that. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. This is about leveling out your emotions, okay? This is about being an authority of your emotions, and perhaps that's why the authority card came out, right? There's no mistakes. The authority card came out perhaps because this is authority over one's emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, okay? You might have that within your chart, or you might be taking on that energy or someone around you, but I believe this is you. You're taking on this energy, and this is about the Wheel of Fortune. This is luck, Jupiter. This is about, things changing for the greater good for yourself. The old energy is gone, okay? This is new, fresh energy, balancing your emotions, right? So it's really beautiful. And I think in matters of the heart, you're having a different perception as it pertains to your emotions, especially as it pertains to love. Okay. So very interesting. Anything else that wants to come out, that you're balancing your emotions? Yeah, I think you're looking at something like whatever happened in the past, that whatever blew up, you're coming to the edge. Like you've already recognized that you're integrating it, and now it's about you're at the outer rim of it, right? So before you continue to move forward on, this is about that reflection and integration and moving forward to balance things out, right? Having authority over one's emotions. The Four of Cups, talks about that. The Four of Cups talks about contemplation before, and it's kind of like that final, look back before you move forward, right? It's that final checking back in there before you move forward, right? And it could have been that there was some sort of upheaval in the past and that could have been the case. But whatever this is leads you to a solid, stronger foundation. Emperor energy. This is Aries energy. Whether you have that in your chart or not, or someone around you, but this is fire energy. This is the Emperor energy. Is all about having some sort of structure, is being now solid. Now you're solid, right? You feel so much more grounded. But that's what's coming through. What does numerology have to say? I just want to take a look at what wants to come out for that. What does numerology have to say for Gem as it pertains to the second half of July? Spirituality, your source. Whatever that is for you. So any sort of conflicts that you're experiencing, 77 reduces to it's 15, but then reduces to a 5. Any sort of conflicts that have come into play, you check on and you align with spirituality. That is what is going to help you in this process, okay? Spirituality is going to be key for you, okay? And especially for balancing the environment primarily of your heart. That green is the heart chakra, okay? So your spirituality is going to balance you in your heart and in your life, especially in your love life, and that's what's really going to help, okay? So do keep that in mind. I'm going to pull a love oracle because I do want to find out anything else that wants to come through in the present moment. Celebration. This is setting up good times together, with you or a special someone, or someone that you're interested in. This is about setting time for celebration, right? Getting rid of the fairy dust, getting down to the practicality, getting rid of the imaginary and kind of seeing things as they are, right? And maybe there are feelings that are fading between you and someone. Maybe you're losing interest between you or someone and it's kind of falling apart. But it's kind of like, wait a minute, I was on cloud nine and now things are falling apart, right? So it could be the case for, you're thinking of that, but maybe you're moving forward with super sweet, kind gestures. And that's what you're doing right now. Okay, you're trying to move forward by presenting a cupcake. You know what I mean? Something sweet, words of sweetness, right? So that's where I see where you're at right now. This is great energy. Now, let's take a look at this other person. Okay, where are they at in the present moment? Where's this other person at in the present moment? All right, let's take a look at what that is. We've got the Knight of Wands. This is about moving forward, with passion. The Knights are all about energy, passion, lust, and adventure. So this could be this person moving forward in passion, right? Fire energy. And then we get the Page of Cups. You could get a message from a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy, okay? This could be you or them, but this is coming from their side of where they're at right now. So I kind of feel that this is a message that's coming through as it pertains to love. The Page of Cups, this is something about synchronicities. This is something about, creativity, right? It's water energy, but it could be that there is some sort of something creative. Maybe this person is working on something creative. Maybe they're mentioning that to you. I don't know, but it's 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it's something that brings in wealth. So they're focusing on their creativity to create wealth in their life. Okay, that's what I feel that's coming through for them. Anything else that wants to come through at the present moment? Yeah, I get the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with, it could be that they're thinking of you. They have you on their mind, okay, and they're developing a strong foundation for wealth. They have you on their mind. They're in their head, or perhaps you're in your head. But regardless, that's what's coming through because I get the King of Swords. This is authority over one's intellect. So maybe that's what they're doing, is having authority over the mind. Maybe they're just in the mind and maybe not in the heart, okay. But they're trying to build wealth right now and focused on the head right now, okay. Anything else for this person? Yeah, they're kind of like off the hook. They kind of been hard to reach, right? Maybe there's been, ignoring on either one side or both sides, okay? They feel that maybe there's been some sort of betrayal within a situation, okay? There's been some sort of betrayal or lies, and they want to move past any sort of drama and negativity, right? And they want to plan a meetup. So I don't know, you've got get-togethers, they got seeking to plan a meetup. It looks like you guys might come together. There was a reaching out, okay? Anything from numerology on this person's side? Let's take a look. Adventure, all right? So this sure is an adventure is what this is saying. It might be an adventure. 55, it's coming to fruition. So there's some sort of coming to fruition, and then it has a new beginning, right? What do I get? Parenting, okay? I get parenting coming through. And it could be that this person is maybe learning, maybe parenting had affected this person in terms of their situation that they're in, right? And it's a 63 card reducing to a 9. 9 is about coming to fruition. So whatever it is, they now finally have confidence in their communication in moving forward. And they had to maybe change perhaps parenting, the way that they've been parented, or maybe they're parenting themselves, okay? They could be a parent too, okay? So for some of you, they could be have a child and could be parenting, or maybe are thinking about that, right? This is surrender. They're surrendering the situation. It's reduces to a 10. This card 91, and they're surrendering to the process. So what's the core issue of the situation? Let's take a look at that. What's the core issue here? Okay, what do we have here? Core issue, what do we have? Oh my gosh, you guys, oh my gosh. Okay, so what do we have here? We have got the Temperance energy, major arcana. So this is balancing things out, right? Temperance is all about, just that balance. Could be done with the Sagittarius. It's about transforming, right? Seeing things, right, as they are. So Temperance, balancing out the new energies after the Ten of Swords, anxiety, depression, or despair. So this person, it could be, or this situation had a lot of anxiety and despair, depression, or some sort of despair. You or the other person. And what I feel here, there needs to be some sort of balance, okay? Then I got the Five of Swords and the Star card. Now, the Five of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, here's your energy, right? And this just talks to me about conflict and tension in here because of anxiety and despair. And then I get the Star card, healing, right? Could be done with an Aquarius, okay? Maybe that in the situation, there's been some sort of healing and transformation with you and this other person. Now you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so a new cycle is changing. And then on there, they've been focusing on getting a foundation, all right, and kind of surrendering to the situation. So I kind of feel you might be dealing with an Aquarius or a fellow air sign, okay? But you could be healing that's necessary to take place after anxiety, depression, and despair on something that maybe there was some sort of anxiety or something that was happening, but it's been transformed. It's kind of like it starts out with balancing, right? And starts out with depression, despair, and then it comes out to be the Star. I think there's divine timing here. Okay, let's just take a look. Anything else in there? Someone had to finish healing. Someone had to transform something. Okay, this thing needed to transform for it to work. Okay. Abundance, the 88 card, reducing to 16, reducing to 7. 7's about having faith. Faith in abundance. Abundance could now come through. Now abundance can come through. It couldn't come through before, okay? There's too much transformation that was needed. Yeah, there's a lot of synchronicities here, okay? 15 card reducing to a 6, there's been growth. There's been growth, okay? So the synchronicities of the fact it's, you know, reduces to a 6. It's birthing new, something new, creativity, birthing something new, right? So out with the old and in with the new, and especially in terms of energy or a way of being. What needed to be surrendered here, okay? What about on your side? What needed to be surrendered on Gem's side, okay, on Gemini's side? Let's take a look at what that is, and then we'll go for the other person. What needed to change for you? So what needed to be surrendered? Okay, surrendering to control people. Okay, interesting. This other person surrendered to outdated beliefs. You both had some work to do. Okay, you both had work to do. This is what I get for you, Gemini. It's about really getting rid of the controlling of other people. And this person had to surrender to, believing in themselves, outdated beliefs. Again, that parenting card came up, and it could have been a template from parenting, right? It could have been some sort of parenting that this person had, and they're getting rid of those outdated beliefs that don't serve them. You are letting go of controlling people because it's kind of like, this is what this is saying. It's saying that to effectively achieve a goal, you need to give it back off and give it some space, right? And because if you over control, it can actually sabotage the situation. So that is what the crux of the situation. What's going to help the situation in here? What is it? 5 of Cups. I'll pull one more. And the Lovers card. Wow, guys. So the 5 of Cups, this is interesting because what this talks to me about is an opportunity for you to move forward. Now, the 5s are also about some sort of conflict. This is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy, right? So this is letting go of, this loss or regret, right? It's kind of like, here's what I'm saying. She's looking at like the flowers of which have kind of died, but there's 2 fresh flowers over here, but she's only looking at this. So it's this changing perspective. It's like, turn around, look over here, right? So it's about looking at something differently, seeing something differently as it pertains to love. This is your card, Gemini, right? As it pertains to love. This is what's going to help. Look at it from a different perspective, right? This is a Gemini card, the Lovers card, okay? Cupid strikes, but what's going to help is that looking at something from someone's different perspective, okay? And that's what's going to help. And then tell me a little bit about what is going to help the situation progress. Here, what this came out. Okay, we'll take that one. I got Justice, Libra energy, okay? So interesting. And I got the 6 of Cups, okay? So the 6 of Cups talks about innocence and nostalgia from the past, right? This is about looking at memories, right? So this is about balancing out the past and taking on, integrating that in with the lessons that you've learned and move forward. Don't carry baggage from the past. You can revisit it, but don't relive it. difference, big difference there, right? So this is about balancing that out, okay? So look back at the past, but you've grown since then. Remember, this is a 6 of Cups, a 6 of Emotions. It's about birthing something new forward, right? Something new moving forward, right? So that's what this talks about. So there's going to be some sort of justice in this, right? Now, it could be a court case. It could be something of the sort, but whatever it is, it brings forth growth. It's something having to do with the past. So I don't know if someone's going through a divorce or someone's going through in a court case right now, but this is about, that's the past. It's focusing on now, moving forward, 6 of Cups. So now it's all about, maybe something from childhood had affected this. Anything else, how to progress? Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is about moving forward. Don't move too forward too fast, all right? Put motion forward. Don't move forward too fast. And then Judgment, okay? So this is fire energy ruled by Pluto. You get Justice and Judgment. So justice, balance will be created, and then a decision will be made, okay? So interesting. So this allows a decision to be made more effectively. What about the Love Oracle? What wants to come into play here? Progress to be made? Old flame, reminiscing about how things used to be, okay? So some of you, one of you needs to let go of something old, okay? And to build something new, okay? So there's some sort of blocked ascension because of that. It's time to reroute, right? And don't be with those that are unappreciative of you, right? Especially of your sweetness, of that cupcake that you started to give, right? Get rid of the rainy days. It's time for something brand new, right? Time for a vacation to relax and unwind. So it could be that that a vacation is at hand, and then you can move forward on a new love story, okay? Then you can move on. You need to get some rest, and something's been blocked, right? So there's going to be a decision that's going to be made here, okay? But that's what I see coming through here. Very interesting, okay? Very interesting. And anything, I do want to kind of pull any sort of advice that's going to help you in terms of this process, because I'm going to take it to an extended inspiration. There's new inspiration. So now you've got a whole fresh, a clean energy of inspiration for things to grow, right? So time for inspiration, and the 7th chakra, all relating to spirituality, right? What we got at the, we talked about that too as well. So I'm going to take this a step further. We're going to find out what this person hasn't told you, what's going to be their next move, what they're most afraid of. And then we're going to find out messages from both sides, is also what you're most afraid of too, and then a potential outcome and a oracle advice. So if you are interested in taking a deep dive to know what that next step is going to kind of look like, then do join me. If not, guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.